When I was 35 years old, I found myself in a unique situation that, over time, changed my perspective on relationships and family. At that point, I had already been married for several years to a young and intelligent beauty named Emily. We met at a bar, a chance encounter that seemed insignificant at first, but ended up determining the course of my life. I confidently approached her and offered her a drink, noticing how the dim light of the bar emphasized her bright eyes and warm smile. The background hum of conversation and soft jazz music set a relaxed mood, creating the perfect environment for a new relationship to begin. As our hands made contact and I held out my glass to her, there was a brief but vivid moment of connection that made me realize that this encounter was different from any I'd experienced before. This simple interaction sparked a lively conversation, and from that point on we began to connect regularly. It wasn't long before we started going on dates. I was instantly captivated by her politeness, sharp mind, and amazing ability to easily engage in conversation on any topic. She was unlike anyone I had ever met, and I was drawn to her more and more each day. After 2 years of bonding, I decided to propose to her, and to my delight, she accepted. Emily and I had a significant age difference, which was obvious to everyone around us. Despite the deep connection between us, the difference in life stages created problems early on. Emily's youthful energy and enthusiasm often contrasted with my more measured and pragmatic approach to life, leading to moments of misunderstanding or divergent priorities. For example, she was still exploring her career and social circle, while I was already established in mine. This sometimes caused tension as we tried to navigate our relationship, balancing her desire for spontaneity with my preference for stability. It was also a point of discussion among friends and family, who often questioned whether our bond could bridge the difference in experience and maturity. Despite these challenges, our mutual respect and shared values helped us grow closer, proving that love can overcome such differences. When we met, she was only 21 years old, full of youthful energy and enthusiasm for life. However, this age difference caused some resistance from her family, especially her mother, Helen. Emily's parents had been divorced for many years and had long since lost touch with each other. As a result, I only had to face Helen's objections, which were numerous and loud. At first, she was against our union, perhaps because she thought Emily was too young to settle down, or because she had a strong guardianship over her daughter. The younger and healthier the woman, the better, he pointed out. Yes, why waste time on something that will kill us? Determined to prove myself, I worked tirelessly to change Helen's mind. I endeavored to visit her in person and show her my sincere intentions. I brought her elaborate and expensive gifts, always making sure that my gestures were sincere and not superficial. I gave Emily the same care and attention, hoping to demonstrate that I could be a reliable and supportive husband. I was careful not to do anything that would undermine her trust in me. Over time, my persistence paid off. Helen began to see the love and devotion I had for her daughter and finally gave in, giving us her blessing to marry. Shortly after the wedding, Emily and I moved into our own home. It was a common request, as Helen often needed help with various chores, and I never hesitated to lend a hand. When I arrived at her home, Helen greeted me in casual clothes, clearly having just woken up. She looked relaxed and comfortable, a stark contrast to her usual formal manner. She said, "Everywhere I go, I see your manner already. You seem so happy and loving like it has been." She explained that her refrigerator had suddenly stopped working, causing the freezer to defrost and water to run all over the floor. She asked if I could take a look and see if there was anything I could do to fix it. I set to work, inspecting the refrigerator while Helen did the cleaning. She moved gracefully around the kitchen, wiping up water with a rag. At one point, she leaned over to wipe up a particularly large puddle, and I couldn't help but notice how much she looked like Emily. The resemblance was striking, almost supernatural, and it stirred an unexpected emotion in me. Helen was undeniably attractive, and given our relatively small age difference, it was easy to see why I was attracted to her. She held a confident and assured demeanor that was different from Emily's youthful cockiness, but no less mesmerizing. Standing next to her, I acted impulsively, a decision I would later remember with mixed feelings. I gently placed my hands on her waist, a gesture both gentle and bold. Helen tensed in response, clearly stunned by my actions. She turned to me with a questioning look, her voice soft but firm. "What about Emily?" Her words hung in the air like a reminder of the boundaries we were about to cross. I answered, "Nothing," unable to find the words to justify my action. At that moment, the boundary we were supposed to honor was blurred, and it was too late to turn back. What followed was a mixture of emotions that I struggled to comprehend, a moment of vulnerability that will stay with me for years to come.